Grew up on the countryside of town.
Shit, I got started on the bike on CJ's 03 CR125. I almost left y'all out of the action, man. But I'm about to pull this motor out. I still got to drain the fluids. I bought a bucket to drain the coolant and the oil. But I'm gonna pull this motor out, and I think I'm gonna have a YouTube. I'm gonna start a series with just videos of this. And I keep forgetting to include y'all. But I got all this shit off. Now I'm getting down to the nitty gritty right now. I'm about to take this cylinder head off. Then I'm gonna take the cylinder off, and then I'm gonna take the clutch apart and take that big clutch bolt off, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pull the bottom end out of the bike. I only got a few more minutes in the, probably got about an hour left before this storage closes, so I'm gonna try to get this motor out before then. Well, fellas, I'm gonna have to leave it like this for the night. I was gonna try to pull the motor out and bring it to the house, but the problem with that is this flywheel, you see the little holes right there to hold the flywheel? They're a little different from my RM125. The holes on my RM125 are a little bit bigger. So this flywheel holder that I got from Tuss, I would normally hold it, you know, let me see, hold it like that, you know, to keep it from spinning while I pull that nut off. But this don't fit. Hopefully this flywheel puller fits. Well, I won't be able to see it until I take that nut off. But I'm gonna have to mess with this tomorrow, man. I came in here too late, and now the storage unit is about to close. Yeah, man. But we're gonna get this CR whip back into shape. All right, fellas, I'm back in the storage, working on this CR. I'm so irritated right now, man. I'm trying to take this the clutch basket and this inner hub off. I actually broke this. I broke this inner hub trying to take this nut off right here. This shit is torqued so tight. It really shouldn't even be that tight, man. Whoever put this bike back together, every single bolt on here is entirely just too tight. But I'm gonna have to replace this for him. I'm gonna have to buy him a new inner basket because I broke that. He actually need an outer basket too, because you can see it's notched up pretty bad. But I'm gonna put some heat on this nut and see if I can get it off. And also I'm gonna have to get creative in taking this nut off too. But once I take this flywheel off and this clutch basket, I'm gonna take the motor out and bring it to the house, because I can do everything else from the apartment by then. Okay, I finally got it off. But I did end up breaking the rest of that damn inner clutch basket. So, like I said, I'm gonna have to buy him a new one of these. Yeah, I'm gonna buy him a new one of those. But the way I did it, I stuck it's some ghetto shit. I stuck some rags in the sprocket. Where I used the clutch holder tool. That's how I ended up breaking the outside, and then the inside, when I broke the nut loose, the wrench hit this, and that's how that came off. But like I said, I'm gonna buy him a new one. I would normally apply the rear brake, and have somebody step on it while I break that nut loose, or step on it myself and somehow break it loose. But the rear brake doesn't work, so that wasn't an option this time. But we're gonna get them rolling, man. Next, I gotta take all of the rest of the clutch components off. Oh, I forgot to show y'all this. The clutches, man, these shits are fried. The guy before him, this was his first bike. I don't think he really knew what he was doing. I'm thinking he used regular motor oil in the clutches and they burnt up. Yeah, I think he used regular motor oil. This shit is stuck together. They fried together. But I'm gonna take the rest of these clutch components off, and then I'm gonna take the the flywheel off, and then I'm gonna remove the motor and take it to the house. Okay, so I finally got everything off. I can pull this clutch basket off. I can put this over here with the rest of the clutch components. I got this. Damn it. Got this primary gear off, so I can pull that off. Okay. Yes. When I'm taking apart a bike, I like to put stuff in like a systematic type of organization. So I put all of the clutch components in one spot, all of the, but shit, the flywheel puller that I had, it does fit. So I'm about to snatch this flywheel off, and then I can take this chain off, and I already loosened the sprocket bolt. So one more thing, I need to put some heat on this and see if I can pull these nuts off, cause this one and this one, they both tight as hell. I'm gonna see if I can loosen those up after I pull this flywheel off. Then I'm gonna take it to the house. Yeah. Clutch is all taken apart. Flywheel taken off. So I'm gonna just take this stator off and leave it attached to the bike and pull this motor out. I couldn't get these damn bolts right there to come off, so what I did is sprayed a little WD-40 on them. I'm gonna let that sit, and then hopefully by the time I get to the house, I'll heat it up again and see if they'll come off. But my wrench is just slipping on it, basically. Okay, I got a few things from the storage. Got some cleaning stuff. Got a torch for those bolts. Got a few parts that I'm gonna clean up: clutch cover, ignition cover, clutch inner cover, stuff like that. Some bolts that I need to clean. All right, y'all. I got this inner clutch. What you want to call this shit? Inner hub. I got this inner hub for the clutch that I fucked up on CJ's bike. So I bought that. I also bought this kill switch. So I can put that on the clutch lever or the brake thing. And I bought what I desperately needed to get my rear brakes fixed. A little master cylinder rebuild kit. But what I've been working on over here, I done soaked this in some PB Blaster. I got a torch over there. I also got a heat gun. But I'm gonna try to get this shit off if I can. If I can get that off, I shouldn't have no issues breaking this bike down. This is already loose. So I should be able to just knock everything out tonight. So I can let CJ know what he needs. Man, this fucking nut is so tight on there. I feel like I done tried everything. I tried the PB Blaster. I used heat. And then I tried to use the wrench. Of course, the wrench slipped. So then I put some vice grips on it, and it got all mangled up. So now what I resorted to is, I've been using this Dremel. Man. I'm gonna cut 2 sections, and then knock this little piece off. Basically, just gonna have to cut this shit off because nothing else is working. I might have to do the other side too, and then just replace the studs later on. This shit is aggravating though. For one thing, it's entirely too tight. It's been torqued to hell. And I think maybe it got rusted together or something. I don't fucking know, but I know it's too tight to begin with, and the nuts stripped. So I have to figure some shit out. Man, I finally got both of them damn nuts off. See what I had to do? I had to fucking use the Dremel and cut it. And then once I cut it a little bit, it still wouldn't come off, so I had to get a screwdriver and a hammer and knock it off. But as you can see, I cut it and oh shit. But that'll come off now. And I got the other side as well. And where? Oh yeah. Put a little nick on the cylinder, but that ain't gonna hurt shit. I don't know why they were so tight, but now that I got that off, I can finally break this engine all the way down. I shouldn't have any more complications from here, I hope. Well, I already found another issue. These reeds need to be replaced. You can see how rough and cut up they are. And you can see, well, you can't really see it with the camera, but there's a pretty big gap on this side right here and up here. But yeah, these reeds, they need to be replaced. Well, so much for that cylinder not being trashed. Look at this piston ring. Goodness fucking gracious. How did that happen? Like the ring might have caught something. You see? Man, yeah, this cylinder trash. It didn't look that bad at first, but we kind of suspected that he was gonna need a new cylinder, but I was hoping that maybe he didn't. That's just another add to the parts total. This crank might actually be good though. All right, y'all, I got this crank out. The crank, this looked like a OEM Honda crank. The crank is still good, so I'm gonna reuse the crank. I'm gonna sit it in some gas to try to knock all that oil and any grit that might be on there. I'm gonna clean these cases up. I'm gonna have them replace the main bearings and the seals. I'm gonna check over this transmission. I still haven't checked through every gear, but from what I've seen so far, it looks like it's gonna be okay. But I'm gonna inspect that closely. So he's gonna have to get crank bearings, seals, a gasket kit for the top and bottom, a new cylinder, and a piston, and some some more reeds. Well, I'm inspecting the transmission. This is the worst gear out of all of them. This is fourth gear right here. 17.2. This is the worst out of all the gears. I don't think, I'm gonna leave it up to CJ. I'm gonna send him a picture, but me personally, I think this can still be ran. I don't think that's gonna cause slipping because the grooves are so deep. Let's see. Oh, shit. But you see how far in they lock. I don't think that's gonna be a big issue, but I'm gonna leave it up to CJ. I'm gonna let him know. But fellas, this is the start of this, but this gonna be the end of this video. We'll start back whenever we get the parts ordered for this CR125. Hopefully we can get CJ rolling within the next couple of weeks or whatever. But this coronavirus shit might throw off shipping. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna clean these cases up, and I'll see y'all later. Peace. Oh, and I got a video coming out probably. What's today? Today Friday. I probably got a video coming out Sunday of when we went to Arcola last week. I'll upload that soon, I guess, but I haven't had a chance to edit it yet. But peace.
Grew up on the countryside of time.